The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on New Clan, the kid just podcasted for a while. Said some shit he'd regret.
Later.
Shall we play a game?
Welcome to another episode of Nude Clan. I am your host, Caleb Craig.
This is Cameron.
Caleb Schweiss.
And today is the Bastion review.
Did everybody beat the game?
Yeah, I would hope so.
Oh, shit. That was today?
Oh, boy.
Good thing I beat it a
Oh,
couple
good.
days ago.
Craig, your acting is terrible.
Is it? Because I think it's perfect.
Uh,
Oscar-nominated perfect.
I was super mad because these guys are like, hey, Cameron, you should sign up for that fucking PlayStation Now stuff. You can play Bastion and Galgun before the fucking 7-day trial's over.
Here's the thing, though.
And so I do
Galgun
it.
was free for you still.
I do it.
And also,
And
it's
Bastion's
a
not
free
on there.
trial.
And Bastion's not on there.
I thought it was. I saw a thing on
So I
there,
had
and
to use
I thought it was.
My hard-earned cash
And so
to
did
buy this
Twice.
game.
Yeah, for $4.
I only thought it was because you told me it was. I never actually.
Yeah, I like how you do this guilt sharing or guilt blaming thing where
Where it's like you tell two people the same thing and then you blame one of the other ones for telling.
All right, let's
Telling
go
the
fucking
third.
listen to that episode because I'm pretty sure Schweiss was the one who started being like, hey, isn't it on PlayStation Now? Because then I was like, you know what? I think it is. Because I'm 100% sure that's exactly how that went down. So fuck off.
I'm 100% sure you don't know what you're talking about.
Sure.
I think we need to listen to it and find out.
Yeah, let's do it,
Well,
fuckers.
I'm the only one that's re-listening to the show
True.
this year.
That's not true. I've listened to a couple.
Which ones?
All the ones you sent me.
Oh, the clips?
Mm-hmm.
Are they pretty good?
Pretty decent.
Yeah, there's some good shit in there. This has been a good year.
It has.
Good year for me.
What's the ratio to good clips? Before Joe left and after Joe left.
He hasn't gotten to the point where Joe's left yet.
Yeah, I'm still in April. They're not always Joe clips. There are a lot of great ones from Joe before the year started, like the Bounty Hunter and the like all of those bad games that we played with Joe. Those are pretty great.
So far this year, who's the perpetuator of good clips so far?
I mean, I always laugh at my own jokes,
I mean,
but
that
usually
goes without
it's a
saying.
mixture of someone and Caleb. 'Cause it'll be Caleb's squeal laugh, and someone else just diving deep into some like really funny stuff. So it's mostly my reactionary laugh to someone else's reaction.
Good.
Yeah.
Speaking of listening to those clips, we need a place for people to put said clips.
Yeah, if you find any great moments, favorite episodes, I say just use Twitter. We could probably put something up on the forums as well, but Twitter is going to be the best way to get it to us and sort of keep track of everything. But you can also use the forums at nudecline.net. I'll create a section for that right now, actually, to ensure that those who don't do the Twitter can give us their favorite episodes, worst episodes, so on and so forth. Best moments.
Just make sure you tweet the show at Nude Clan Podcast with your nominations.
Yeah, you can always tag us as well, but putting it in the show's Twitter is going to be the best way to keep track of everything.
Yeah, you make it easier to find.
Yeah, and if you're using Twitter,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it costs you anything to fucking...
And if you want, put the hashtag Nude Clan Awards.
Yeah, let's use that.
Let's
Nude
get
Clan
that
Awards.
trending.
Yeah.
New Clan Awards.
It's going to be like when
It's going to be good.
When they
people tagging stuff. New Clan
hashtag-
Awards. Going to see some great things in there. I'm pretty sure.
when that Vegas shooting happened, just over a year ago. the thing that was trending was Las Vegas. Because they had like LASVAGAS.
Wow.
I'm like, it's Vegas, not Vagas. And it was like everyone was tweeting about that one thing. And I was like, oh my God, this is so fucking sad. Like, this misspelled hashtag is the one trending. And Las Vegas had like 1/10 of the volume. It's Las Vegas. I'm like, who the fuck started this? Like, this is why we need new gun control laws. Hashtag Las Vegas. I'm like,
I wonder if it started getting trending like
So the
super
sad
early
thing is
on, and
not
then everybody like
what actually
went
happened,
onto
so.
it, started tweeting with it.
yeah, I think that's what I think they just added
That
to
was the one that like happened to trend super early, so they were like, so it just like became
I
more.
bet he feels super dumb now.
Yeah, there was one guy that did Las Vegas, and then another guy who did Las Vegas at the exact same time. And
the dude who did Las Vegas was like had slightly more followers.
yeah, and the second person that did did Las Vegas as well. So it was 2-1, and everyone just started piling on the Las Vegas train. All aboard! Last stop, Las Vegas.
Jesus.
That I was like, what the fuck? Am I like crazy? Is it Vegas? I've never noticed that. And then I looked again. I'm like, oh my God, it's fucking wrong. There's a picture. What this is welcome to Las Vegas on the tweet. It doesn't say welcome to Las Vegas. So we needed to fuck up like Nude Clan of words. It's like a AWORDS instead. That'll be the one that everyone uses. But yeah, either go to the forum, and I like that. I like the hashtag Nude Clan Awards. If you're re-listening to any of the episodes, if you're one of our semi-newer listeners and you're kind of going through the massive backlog from this year, let us know what your favorite moments were. I kind of want to do an episode where we do the awards and all that good stuff, and then also an episode of just great clips from the year. So, like, it'll be like Nude Clan
Moments
Podcast.
to remember.
Yeah, Nude Clan Podcast Awards, and then Moments to Remember 2018 or something. Just because I'm finding so many that aren't really rants.
Give it a
just
Hallmark
some good stuff.
kind of spin to it. Moments to remember with Nude Clan.
Yeah, some like super emotional music in the background.
I think that's great.
Oh man, I kind of want to do that now. Just like in the background, the entire episode, you're just hearing like this super heartfelt music.
And then just
Who can say what the? Oh shit! What is that?
and
That
then
song?
it just us pops in.
Only
I mean, he's not gay. He's just anti-vag.
Yeah, it's just
Anti-puss.
anti-puss.
That's what it is. He's not gay. He's just anti-puss. And then the background is just super happy.
Only time. Yeah, because like those aren't really rants. Like the categories we have before, like I want to keep them because they're good. Best episode, worst episode, best rant, game of the year, stuff like that. Like all that is great, but we don't really have a place for just like ball-bustingly hilarious shit that we've gone and said. So I think that's going to be a good idea for an episode. So get that to us there, hashtag NudeClan Awards, or on the forums at nudeclan.net. Hit the forums tab, and there should be a section up there for you guys to enter that info. Get it to us. I'll tell you what, if you haven't redone the episodes this year, it's worth it. There's some really funny stuff. Like I'm only up to the end of April, and I've sent Craig like a ton of clips.
Yeah, I've gotten like 12, I think, at least.
Yeah, so at least once per episode, we're really funny.
Well, I think you sent me 3 for one specific episode.
Dude, all of the movie reviews that we do that are like late at night, those are like some of the best things we've ever done. Fucking A.
When we're fucking tired, maybe drinking a little bit.
Yeah,
Watching
we're just
movies.
ripping on some shit movie. Oh, dude.
I mean, Patreon goals, right?
Oh, we need to buy a copy of that Alone in the Dark.
Oh yeah, we haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Isn't that coming up?
It'll be soon, yeah.
Fuck. All right, that'll be up to be drawn as well. So, and today we do have another drawing. We're going to talk about Bastion, and I think that'll probably be it. So, yeah. But before we dive into any of that, as you guys know, Great place to support the show. Patreon.com/NudeClan podcast. You can buy stuff through our Amazon link. You go through our website, click through the Amazon link, purchase your Amazon shit, and we get a small kickback. Doesn't cost you a thing. You can also sub to us on Twitch Prime. Not that we stream anymore, but you could anyway if you
Stream
so
sometimes.
desire. For some reason, the sound equipment is like jacked up. I think something fried somewhere.
So it sounds like a computer updates should be inbound.
Yeah.
Holiday bonus money?
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
So sorry.
Yeah. You're more than welcome to, bonus this thing up if you want. It's probably just my motherboard, but I mean, I think it's killed the things that it's attacked. So,
all right,
like my
very technical
TV
description of what's going
right
on
here. It's dead now.
Is it
'cause
dead?
of this computer, yeah. Oh yeah, it's dead. It fried it with the HDMI. So,
all right.
I'm pretty sure that Elgato we bought is also fried.
Sounds like
Pretty fucking sure.
Sounds like we shouldn't plug any more show equipment into your computer.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Okay.
Thankfully, the mixer is technically in, but it's not in the same way as the TV was. That is now.
It's got a condom, as you would
Yeah,
say.
it's protected. The mixer is
Nice.
rubbered up. It's double.
A thin layer of latex. Good.
Yeah, that makes a world of difference. You can support us there. You can support us directly through PayPal. There's a PayPal link on our site. Another great way to support us is by just keep listening to the episodes and give us a review.
Don't forget about that Audible link.
Oh, yeah, and of course, our website, audibletrial.com/NudeClan. It's a great way to listen to books. It's good for you.
Good for us.
It's good for us. It's good for everybody involved, really. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you get a good deal, and then we get some monies.
Exactly, yeah. Even just one book a month. I mean, it's $15. It's great to have something that you get to keep, and you can return the books and get something else instead.
Yep. I mean, that's how come my library is as small as it is, because I would often finish a book, return it for no credit, and keep listening to another book.
Yeah, so it basically becomes a library.
I mean, if you don't
I
have the content
72
anymore.
books.
But
My
now,
library.
since I'm not so poor as I was back in the day, I mean, there was a time I actually had to suspend my Audible account, so they weren't taking money from me.
Oh, I suspended mine for a little while, too.
But now that's not a concern, so my library's growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the 2 books a month.
Oh, I don't do that. I still do the 1 book a month.
It gets cheaper and cheaper per book the more you do. And that's why it's so tempting.
Now that I've been able to listen at work, 10 hours a day, I'm speeding through some
So
books.
you used to say they didn't let you have headphones on
I
the floor.
cheated.
Oh, how are you cheating?
I bought a pair of the headless or the cordless and the
headless horse phones.
Yeah, the headless horse phones for listening, and then I have
They got those down on sale down at
some of
Sleepy Hollow.
the fucking like earmuff protection things, and so I use
That's what I
that.
told you to do for forever.
Well, I was thinking about doing that for forever anyway, but yeah, I started doing that.
Here's what happened.
And
Cameron
it's-
planted the idea in your mind years ago, and then suddenly, like, your brain remembered that it was hiding back there. And you're
No,
like,
I was looking
this
for
is
some,
a great idea I just had.
I was looking for some of those headphones for forever, but none of them were like a good quality or
Yeah.
had a long listening time.
So they're the
So
they're
I
the
found-
wireless ones, right?
Yeah, they're the wireless ones. So I found a pair that can listen for up to like 5 hours, which is good because I do like 5 hours and then have lunch and then have another 5 hours. So I can just charge it and it like goes back up to max in like half an hour of charging. So
Oh,
it's
man.
like, it's the most beautiful thing. I've
I know
ever
it changes
experienced.
that type of work forever.
It does, yeah.
It
now
makes it so enjoyable.
Yeah, it's great, dude. It's so fucking good listening to like shows and
The
stuff.
only
at
thing
work
that
all
I'm gonna,
fucking day.
the only thing I can see now happening is Craig starting to get less money because they notice him just like glazed eyes staring off to the distance.
Dude,
and the
my
fucking
work requires
machine
no
just
thought.
chunk.
No, dude, I have a little drill and I just screw things in. That's all I do. I just stand
All
there
day?
and screw things in. Yeah,
oh
all
my
day.
god, dude! How have you not killed yourself?
I now have books.
Yeah, but I mean, the year and a half or so before that you worked there.
You've worked there so long,
it was
Craig.
it was real close, but I have books now, so it's fine.
God, dude.
Jesus, I don't even know if books get to save me from that. I need
At
some
least
more.
for me, it's like variety, or even if it's not, I'm doing stuff that I have to think about a couple times an hour, like oh yeah, what run are we on? Oh, that's right. Type a couple things, then zone out for like another hour and a half. It's God, dude, yeah, like that small of an action, just drilling stuff into a plate, and then a new one comes up. That's real bad. That's fucking.
That's definitely
assembly
book.
line.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Assembly line bullshit.
I'm at a job where I cannot listen to a book because it's either I'm paying attention to the book or paying attention to what I'm doing, which requires attention. So I can just throw on music and have that go in the background. It's fine.
Yeah, music is fine for stuff like what you do and what I used to do, but like real listening stuff, it's one or the other. So like at that point, you might as well just be reading a physical book, which is to me more enjoyable and it's faster. And that's what I ended up doing at my old job. I was just like, fuck it, I'll just bring the book in.
It's funny. One of the like Witcher books that I'm reading right now, like there's the dude is very weird because like he'll do certain voices for some people and he'll talk differently for others, but then he'll like mess up
it's
a
okay
couple
for the
characters'
most part,
voices.
but yeah.
But like one of the dudes like in the very beginning of I can't remember which one of the two I was reading. But, like, one of the characters started talking real fast, and I listened on, like, 1.25 speed, and so he was, like, real fast. And I was like, what the fuck are you saying? It took me a second to process it.
Yeah, that's why you don't listen on 1.5 speed. You go 1 speed.
I don't know.
No. Like, the character, for the specific character, he started talking faster for that character.
I don't know if it was in Sword of Destiny or The Last Wish, but there was a part that I thought like the narrator had changed. Like it was a different guy, but he must have had like a different microphone. He was sick that day or something like that because it was drastically different the way it sounded.
Yeah, he does that sometimes, and it's really weird because like he'll do it for the same character. He'll be talking for like one of the characters, like Geralt. And then all of a sudden, Geralt's voice will get, like, way deeper somehow. And I was like, what the fuck is going on with this guy?
He probably just has, like, a vice on his ball sack so that he can do those higher voices. And then sometimes he just forgets to...
Oh, he does a very snobbish guy very well.
The main thing that pisses me off is his interchangeability with Dandelion's name. He'll call him Dandelion or he'll call him Dandelion.
I know, dude. That for Last Wish was
and it's like
unbearable.
It's like fucking. When did he voice record Last Wish, and when did he voice record the next one? Because it doesn't seem like there's any continuity in the way he uses it.
I think.
You should call him Dan Diddley instead.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know when they recorded it, but like I'm pretty sure, like because for Season of Storms he pronounces it right. So like. I'm fine with it now, but like remembering Dandelion and that whole fucking like 2 sequences where like Dandelion was with Geralt and it was like half the book and it was like constantly being like Dandelion. I'm like, oh my god, pronounce it right, you fuck.
Why Dandelion?
I don't know.
Why not Dandelion?
I don't know how you can look at the word dandelion and be like, that's Dandelion.
He's like, no one's actually named Dandelion.
God, it's like, that's
I don't make my own executive decision on this.
And the way he says it, too, it just drives you mad.
Yeah, I mean, he's an okay voice actor. The books are great, though.
Yeah, the books are great. But the guy, I have mixed feelings on him.
All right, that's fair.
All right. But enough of the books. What has everybody been playing?
Cameron, you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. So this week I have played Bastion.
Oh, good.
Trying to think. I did not play any Battlefield this week.
Where the fuck is our list, by the way?
Yeah, where is that list?
That would be a question to ask you, holder of all the stuff.
Hoarder of all papers.
Dude, this is your place. This is where we record. You are the one in charge of all of the stuff.
So I played Bastion. I'm just trying to think. I did play some Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah, I started that. It's an interesting game.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I actually played anything else this week. I think it's been a real light week on the games.
All right. I have played. Oh man, this week's been actually a pretty decent week for me. Last night I played some Lego Jurassic World with the boy, and it's pretty fun. And it's fun because he already has played it, so like he knows exactly what to do. Not that it's hard to figure out what to do in these Jurassic or in any Lego game, as far as I can tell. If you're ever stuck, you just break some shit and you build some new shit with the Lego pieces, and that's how you get.
That's literally every Lego game.
Yeah, they're pretty fun though.
They kind of have no right to make them full price games.
Yeah,
because they're literally the same game every time.
I think this one was like $13 on Black Friday.
I mean, it's nice that it was on sale, but they should not be selling every single Lego game for $60.
Yeah, and it's great because, like, oh man, Ian Malcolm's character in there is so fucking awesome.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's just like, he's like, and then the part where they find him after he's injured, he like opens one eye and like smiles and then like lays back down as if he's pretending to be hurt, and his shirt is like super undone, you know. It's great.
It's just playing off of all the jokes.
Yeah. And I kind of beat the first movies game last night, but it was only like I could probably burn through it in like an hour and a half, maybe that long. They're pretty short, but it's super fun. The only regret I have playing with the boy is that he doesn't care about picking up the pieces. About picking up the little blocks, you know, and I have to get True Survivor on all of the levels to get a silver trophy at the end of the game. And he fucked me out of that because he just ran to the exit on one of the levels.
You can replay the levels.
I know, but you have to. I think not all of them are unlocked for fucking just rando play. I might have to start it again.
I think if you beat the game, it allows you to play all of them.
Oh, so just keep going through them?
Yeah.
Because I started Jurassic Park 2, and I was like, I don't want to do this right now. And then I got back into the game that I did want to play, which is Red Dead Redemption 2. I am almost done with that game, I think. I'm almost done with a very big part of that game, at the very least. And I'm just kind of rounding up all the stranger missions, doing everything that I can. There's a really fun stranger mission that I came across where you're helping out the scientist guy, and he creates like a robot, right? And it's like it like takes a couple steps, and then it falls to the ground and falls apart. And then, like, later you'll come back to that house and you'll find him just dead and, like, a big old pool of blood and the robot's just gone. Wow. And so I'm not sure if someone stole his invention or if the fucking robot, like, came to life and killed him and then, like, escaped. So I'm kind of hoping there's, like, just a random robot, like, ravaging the world in this game.
Fucking synth.
Yeah. I'm enjoying that quite a bit, though. It's pretty fun. It's a great game. Worthy of all the awards it won, of course, and can't wait to finish that up. Let's see, what else did I do? I think I must have played Galgun this week, because I didn't say I played it last week, did I?
I don't know. Don't remember.
I might have played it.
Did.
I played it for sure this week. Yeah, done with that. So
That didn't take long.
no, it didn't, thank God. I went back for trophies, though.
You haven't started that yet,
no.
have you?
Wait, I think you did mention playing Galgun last week because we were joking about you doing it in the closet and Alex finding you.
Oh, yeah.
I remember.
That's right. So I did play some more Galgun this week. And... oh, yeah, that's right. Dark Souls 2. Yeah, I hate that game. So
so you should pick up Dark Souls Remastered and start playing that.
I got to beat 2, man, but it's...
No, we will beat 2. We just need to beat them in order now.
Well, he's beating it in reverse order.
Yeah, I got to keep up my reverse order that I've been doing. I did 3, then Bloodborne, now 2, then Remastered, then
I'm just
Demon.
saying you're going to really like Remastered.
Unless the Sekiro game comes out first, and then I have to play that immediately. And then...
Shame on you.
Well, technically your order's already fucked, because you should have started with Bloodborne, because it was the newest one.
No, 3 was after Bloodborne.
Was it?
Yeah. Because 3... Bloodborne, the reason why 2 is so different and so weird is because the guy was working on Bloodborne, and, like, the B-Team guys were working on 2. Yeah. Bloodborne was 2014, I think. And I think 3 was 2015 or 16 or 1 year. Yeah. So I did reverse order.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
And they were getting better from 3 to Bloodborne, in my opinion, and then it got way worse.
That just means I need to start 2 as well. Finish that.
Yeah, I do.
Be
please.
the first one to beat all the Soulsborne games on the clan.
Well, I mean, Demon Souls counts too.
Does it count?
I think so. If we're
I
going to
don't
say
think it does.
Soulsborne,
Yeah, Demon Souls. Good luck with that.
I don't think it should count.
well, Bloodborne shouldn't count either. But it's Soulsborne. But if it's Soulsborne, then I mean, all the things with the souls and all the things with the born. So we got to watch all the Bourne movies.
And Bloodborne was technically going to be a sequel, maybe, sort of, to Demon Souls. So there you go.
I'm going to count it at least because I want to see.
Shit.
I want to witness its brutality.
All right.
But two. I do not like two so far.
Is it harder or
Demon
is it just
Souls.
It's fucking both. It's really hard.
Demon Souls has some pretty good exploits for the bosses, so you should be fine.
weird? Yeah, I think it should be fine.
Like if you find a weakness for a boss, it like really fucks him. Like the first boss, I'll give you a hint: weak to fire.
I mean, that's usually what they're weak to.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, sometimes
but like
it's lightning, but
he
mostly
gets
fire.
2-shot, like weak to fire. It's,
all right.
it's fucking. Cool.
I will then do Demon Souls as well.
It's a
All right.
PS3 exclusive, so you get a PS3.
Yeah, I know. I will.
All right.
I will beat it.
And that makes your PS1 purchase really sad because they play all PS1 games.
You know what? I don't care. It's on my shelf. I played Siphon Filter.
You're just... fuck you, man. That's the only PlayStation I don't have anymore is PS1. It's like the one
Well,
that Cameron has.
you don't really need it.
Oh, it's true, yeah, because I have two other systems that play its games just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still have the classic PlayStation 1.
Is it the classic?
No. Well, I think
Or
it's a
is it the
smaller
mini?
one. It's the mini.
Does it barely have any room on it?
No, yeah, it's the mini, for sure.
And it's like rounded?
I'll send you a picture of it.
Okay. If it's not the big, fucking gray, ugly motherfucker, then it's the
I
mini.
think he has the mini because I heard it's rounded, right?
It's like not
Rounded
super
edges
box.
and stuff.
Yeah, he has the mini. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
The big one, the regular one, is pretty big, and it's kind of an ugly fucking.
Yeah,
system.
the one I have just takes up just a little bit of space on my bookshelf.
Yeah, that's probably the mini.
I have it all hooked up in my bookshelf and with my Xbox as well, to where they're sitting on my bookshelf, but they're connected to my TV. So
Oh, nice. I like dreamed of getting one of those multi red, white, yellow connector things for so long, and now they don't sell them in GameStop. I can probably buy one online, but it's not the same. But yeah, that's it for me. All 6 of those.
Yeah. All right. So for me, I played quite a few games. I played a little bit of Yakuza 2. Some new game I got, Cities Skylines, which is basically SimCity. And then I played some of that Darkest Dungeon for Cam.
nice. What are you thinking so far?
It's not bad.
Is it what I said it was?
Pretty much, yeah. I haven't really experienced any of the difficulty, but I can
What
see where
difficulty
that
are you?
will
What
happen.
difficulty are you playing on?
Radiant?
So
Which
wait.
one's that?
So there's this game. Okay, so it has several difficulties. It tells you to play it on the easiest difficulty if you've never played the game before. Straight up says, "Hey."
I just picked whatever one it gave me.
So I picked Darkest as the default difficulty, and the game is difficult right from the fucking beginning. And so if you actually really get into the game, Craig, it is hard. Not only because the enemies are hard,
Well, I've
it's
only
the fucking
done like
stress you have to
the
manage.
first 2 quests, and yeah, I've already seen like some of the stress.
And your stress is what's really going to kill your people.
Yeah,
And that's what makes this game hard.
they get fucking stressed out when the fucking like torch starts dying. I'm like, fuck you, you
Everything-
still have light.
Everything fucking stresses them out.
Oh, I know, they're fucking little assholes. Like I'm in like the first fucking dungeon, the torch symbol thing like goes down to like the second level, you know, like so it's barely like out of the first, so it's like not even dark, and then the one cleric bitch I have starts freaking the fuck out, gets like plus 30 stress like randomly. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. And the stress will start to morph into things that they'll do either to hurt themselves or to stress out your other characters more. They'll do things like refuse healing, refuse food, and so it hurts them more and stresses them out more. And if you get them to their full stress bar, they have to do a roll to whether or not they adopt one of those bad traits or they become radiant or resistant to those things. And so most of the time, if you're just fucked. And then I've already had my Hound Master die, so And then you're always managing who's in stress-relieving activities. You're always managing who's in the sanitarium to get rid of these debilitating side effects. And it's just, this game is difficult, but entertaining.
Yeah, they're fucking little assholes. Let's see, what else did I play? Played some Smash Bros. A lot of Smash Bros.
How's that? Still fun?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I enjoy that they put it in adventure mode. Still not happy that, like, practically a third of the character base is clones. But, can't do much about that.
Clones of themselves or clones of previous games?
Clones of other characters.
In the game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking dumb.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, some fighting games do that, but it's just kind of annoying that Smash Bros. Decided to do that for, like, not most of the roster, but, like, a large portion.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it works if you're, like, you like a certain style. But then if you like a certain style, why would you care about the aesthetics?
The thing that bothers me the most about it is that they have, like, other characters that are essentially costumes of other characters, but then they have other characters that are separate, but they're exactly the same as another character just to, like, boost the number of characters that there are.
Would you say separate but equal?
Yes,
okay.
I would say those exact words. Because, like, if you choose, like, Bowser Jr., but then you change, like, his color or his costume, whatever, it just changes to the other Koopa children. Like, literally they made separate designs for the other Koopa children, but then they're, like, just separate costumes. But they couldn't do that for the clone characters. They just had to put them in the game to, boost the roster. So that bugs me. Like, they put Simon and Richter Belmont from the Castlevania games in there, but, like, Richter's just a clone of Simon, so he should have just been a separate costume, but they made him a separate character instead.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's kind of
like,
dumb.
Yeah, stuff like that just makes me irritated.
But you don't have to buy it at least, right? You just unlock it.
Yeah, you just unlock all the characters.
See, if you had to pay for it separately, that's when I'd probably get rid
And
of
so
it.
when are you counting this game as beat?
Whenever you beat the classic mode with all the characters or beat the adventure mode.
So adventure mode or classic mode beaten by all characters. Okay.
If you beat the... Well, you'll find out in a second.
Yeah, you fucking stop.
When you beat the classic mode with any character, like, you get credits and shit. But
Well, I got credits in
it
Lego
takes
Jurassic
you
Park.
like 5 seconds to get to the end. So you like
5 seconds. Wait, how long does it take to go through the classic mode for one character? Just to beat it for one character.
Like 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
And
definitely
there's like, yeah, that's why I said that. And there's like 60 something characters. So, it would take a good little bit, and then yeah, so that's why. Let's see, there's anything else that I play? I started a little bit of Just Cause 4.
Was that something you decided to play just cause?
It is, yeah.
Welcome back to the
Just
show,
Cause is my it's my dick around game, and
You just put it in just cause, Yeah.
It's,
You're not doing this. You're not doing that.
It's just
Just
cause.
cause. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cameron, there was a phase where you were loving those stupid puns, and I'm in that phase when I'm with my re-listen to the show this year. You're back to
I did
hating
watch
it.
some of those Twitter videos he posted about attaching guys to various things with the grappling hook.
Yeah. Fucking love doing that, dude. Did you watch those?
I saw a couple, yeah.
Fucking attach the dude to like the spinning sphere thing, and he starts going like. I wanted to detach it so he'd like go flying, but I wanted to get like another guy on there, so there would be two, and then they just like fling.
Go find how far they flew.
I mean, I guess the game is just designed around just fucking around and just
It
doing stuff.
basically is, yeah. It's fucking fantastic.
Well, yeah, every time one of the, the director would come up to one of the guys and like, why did you put this in the game? They would just turn around and be like, just cause.
It's the ultimate dick around game.
There, he's like,
I
fair.
don't even care about the story of Just Cause. I love just fucking messing around in that game. They added a new feature where like you can attach your grappling hook line thing and stuff, and then have like a little air balloon come out of it. It's like you could start lifting cars and shit with the like grappling hook. and I attached a fucking dude to with like the little thing to a car and just like started driving around, and he would just like start dragging. It's fucking hilarious.
Nice. You should probably stream that.
I will, yeah.
Will you?
I love dicking around in that game, yeah.
All right. Well, we know what everyone's been playing this week, but the important question is, has anyone beaten a game this week?
Yeah, I beat Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Smash.
How much time did it take you to do every character?
To do every character? A while.
Okay.
Because I had to unlock some of the characters.
Gotta remember, time doesn't
And if
flow
you-
the same.
If you fuck up getting one of the characters, you have to like wait until you can like challenge them again, which is annoying.
You know what I realized, Craig? I was thinking about this last night while I was laying down for bed. I was like, Craig used to be the guy who would never sleep ever. Like he would
Are
never.
you kidding me? Craig was always like in bed at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, really? Are you sure?
Yeah, dude.
Have you
Whenever-
been well rested your
there was-
whole life?
Yeah.
Whenever I came over and like whenever
have
we hung
s-
out all night,
I have
he'd
strict
fucking
bedtime
he'd
stuff.
fucking tuck himself in 9 o'clock.
His mom would come down with a hot plate of cookies and some nice cold milk.
Craig was the one. Yeah, Craig was the one who said goodnight super early.
I mean,
Man.
there were some times where I'd stay up, sure, but like,
So
I-
the-
It's Callan who gave himself sleeping disorder from staying up
Yeah.
all night every night.
Yeah, he could probably fix it if he'd stop drinking caffeine.
no.
But you can't. You just can't. As we
It's
sip
too,
from
it's
our
too late
massive
for him
mugs.
now.
He's dead. He's dead to the real world. You know, maybe that's what it is. Maybe my vision of Craig was only formed on like our weekend stints of like game, like
Yeah,
hardcore.
I mean he'd stay up later for that,
Yeah,
but
that's
still.
when I would stay up.
is that it though? Like you always slept,
It was in prep for that.
dude. I've been the way I am for a very long time.
I'd be sitting there
What,
chilling.
getting like 2 hours of sleep?
Yes,
I'd be sitting there chilling
You're
with
a
Craig in
fucking
his
moron.
basement room, and then he'd be like, "Okay, sleepy time," and then he'd tuck himself in. I'm like,
Fuck yeah, dude.
"Is it time for me to go then?"
He's like, I don't care. Do what you want. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, exactly. That's 100% what it was.
Man, I guess it must just be my limited worldview of whenever we hung out, we would make it like a late ass fucking.
Well, because
game.
we would hang out with you like once a month, and so yeah.
That's true. That's because you guys, the golden age is when you guys were still like in your last year of high school, and I was just 1 year out
Yeah.
because I'm a little older.
And you
Barely.
and you tested out.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, you guys were a year behind me though, even if I wouldn't have tested out
Yeah.
for various reasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was like that was the golden age. It was like when you guys were almost done with high school, so you had like a bullshit little amount of work to do, and I was just barely out. Yeah. So I was thinking about that, and I was totally wrong. I guess you just, man, no wonder you look so young. You know, you get all your rest and
Yeah. Eat my veggies.
you eat your veggies. I'm sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
amongst others, not so veggie.
Eat your veggies, get your exercise.
That's right.
Caleb's
Get your
like,
sleep.
I can't have any pudding unless I eat my meat.
You can't have any pudding unless you eat your meat.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about sweets.
You're worried about they make you eat the pudding to eat the meat. That's what it is. It's the meat's the reward. The pudding's just
I do care more about savory than sweet.
there. You go. Craig got fat the old-fashioned way,
That's right.
straight up home
That's
meals.
the best way to get
Oh.
fat. If you're doing it sugar way, you're getting diabetes.
Yeah, Craig ain't got time for that.
I ain't got
somehow.
time for the. I ain't got time for the diabetes.
Ain't nobody got time for diabetes.
Did you beat any other games, Craig?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All I did was beat Bastion.
Nice.
Now let me go back to page 1 here, Cameron. Oh my God, you're tied with Joe now.
I think it's going to stay that way if I just keep beating only games I need to beat.
Well, beat some games you don't need to beat.
Well,
okay.
Galgun is in 2 weeks, so you will be 1 ahead of Joe.
That game
At the
takes
end of
like
the
2
year.
hours, apparently.
It's short, and you are probably not going to want to play it ever again after you do it. So there won't be. Any, there won't
Schweiss
be
wants to get the other storylines done.
I did say that, but I'm pretty sure my Plus trial is almost gone, if not gone already.
Did you Did you cancel it already? To
Oh,
make
yeah.
sure that you didn't get charged? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay for
I was going
Galgun.
to say, you should make sure.
The thing that really hurt me, though, is I saw Dark Souls 2 on there, the PS4 edition, and I was like, oh, man, I should play the PS4 edition, not the PS3 edition. And I kind of wish I would have done that, because
Yeah.
the PS3 one is fucking
You wouldn't have
rough,
beaten
man.
it in your trial time.
Probably not. And that's what I was telling myself. I'd be like, I just have that scourge on my trophy list of, like, PS4, where I beat one boss instead of all of them, so...
Yeah.
All right. I did beat a game this week. It was Galgun Double Peace. So the hog for the hosts is as follows. Craig, first place, 38 games beaten. I am in second place with a cool 37. Much cooler than 38. Cameron,
Is it
taking it
cooler
up.
than 38?
taking it up the rear at 14 games in third place. The hard thing is I think last week we were triple or almost triple Cameron, and now to be triple Cameron we'd have to have 42. And since he's going to beat one more before the end of the year, we have to have 45 games if we're going to triple down on the Cameron. Which sounds like a weird gang rape thing. Or like, let's go triple down on Cameron. Kick his door in and like fucking tackle him to the ground, like hold him down.
Jesus Christ.
So what are you doing?
We're doing this.
Yeah, we're tripling down, Cameron.
So I'd need like 7 games, and you'd like 8
Get
in
ready
order
for
to
animal
triple
style.
cam. Jeebus.
Get ready for the triple. It's like sweet, sour booze breath, and you're now just, no.
I think I could fend both of you off.
You probably could.
So
I don't know about that.
I think I can fend both of you off.
Both of us at the
Yes.
same time?
Yes,
Cam.
especially if Schweiss has been drinking like he said.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if Schweiss has been drinking, maybe.
But I remember breaking up that fight between him and Joe. It was not hard.
Yeah, you did kind of throw Joe and
Well,
me.
Yeah. Well, when the recording equipment starts getting damaged, someone's got to put their foot down or their fucking knee in your face.
The one thing I regret is not grabbing the remainder of that cord and just like cinching it and then just choking Joe out from like behind. He's just like, and I'm like, ah!
This is a healthy relationship, I swear. Everything's completely normal. Don't worry about it.
Fucking just, we walk in one day, fucking Joe's here. Schweiss is like garroting him with one of the fucking cords.
Fucking mess with the mixer again. I fucking dare you.
Stop touching it. Yeah, but that is it for this week. Guys, make sure you get your hog in. We're almost at year's end. Hogib.herokuapp.com. It's never too late to enter your stuff. Even for you two.
Yeah.
Even for you two. I would like you to at least have your games entered
Yeah.
so that we can look at the true...
And I owe it to our devs. They put a lot of work in there, and the host should be using their platform.
I know. When the ex-host and then me are the only two that use it that have been on the show, like, it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Kinda
Sorry, guys. I'll log a whole bunch of stuff right now to throw off all your statistics.
Yeah, make it look like a huge month. Wow, there's been a lot of TV this month. Yeah, that's the downside to bulk entering is like you do kind of fuck their stats,
A little
and
bit.
it makes it not as cool to hear.
I'm probably going to be pulling the monthly stats here pretty soon. I mean, just pull the CSV and then do what Matunik has been doing for us with the little sheets. The only thing that'll be missing is his sarcastic, dry British humor. So
Yeah, well, that's okay. It was over our head anyway, right? Over the ocean, over the head.
yeah.
So, anyway, that's it for this, the hog update, I guess. But anyway, let's get into Bastion's trailer and the review. Rated E, 10 and up, fantasy violence, animated blood, use of alcohol and tobacco.
WB Games.
Everything gone. Just like that. From the wharf to the wilds. You gotta hand it to the Calamity. It did the job quick. But it missed a few spots. Didn't it? Besides, if not for the Calamity, we wouldn't have this distillery chock full of the finest spirits. And an arsenal, packing enough heat to remind the beast of the wild who's boss. Or even that shrine, in case the gods ain't dead. The Calamity gave us something else. A story. That may not sound like much. Well, wait till you hear it.
All right.
Okay, so Bastion is an action role-playing video game developed by developer Supergiant Games.
Well, wait. Would you guys consider this an RPG?
Not really. It's not like loot or levels or anything.
It's funny because I kind of do. That's weird. I was going to give you shit for saying yes, even though I totally feel like it is.
I mean, you level up your weapons, you get new skills you can choose from. I mean, it's not like
It's more like
a comprehensive
It's
RPG.
more like an
but
isometric hack and slash.
Are you telling me right now that Horizon Zero Dawn is more of an RPG than Bastion?
It is.
Fuck
yeah.
you, man.
It is
You-
though.
Dude, are you going to tell me that Horizon Zero Dawn is more of an RPG than Diablo, which
No.
is the isometric fucking hack and slash? Okay.
Well, it's Diablo is an RPG. It's not just an isometric hack and slash.
Yeah, okay, it's all right. It's
It
weird.
has loot. It has gold. It has fucking like every RPG element known to man.
Yeah, that one's basically D&D on the screen.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah.
I'll leave it.
Well, anyways, it's developed by independent developer Supergiant Games and was published by Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment. In this game, you control the kid as he moves through the fantasy environment that's floating for some reason, and fights. Tons of different enemy types. There was actually quite extensive amount of different enemies that you fight in the game. The story is told through a voiceover feature from the narrator. And like they said, it is a game from an isometric camera viewpoint, and the art style is more of a hand-painted, colorful approach. Getting into the development of the game, the developers for this game actually worked for... Let's see, where was it?
I remember doing research on this game before, and I remember seeing that they only had a team of 7 people.
Yeah, it's a team of 7.
And this was their first game.
Yeah.
Nice.
They used to work for EA, where they helped develop Command and Conquer 3 and Red Alert 3. The reason why 2 of the guys left EA Games to go make this Supergiant Games was because they liked, the ability to work on, games more of their own point of view, and then just they can develop games in a much quicker pace together. Yeah, the whole bunch of how they wanted to, make a town like those found in, different role-playing games. There's not much there on the development itself. But let's just get into gameplay.
What about the story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to skip over the story, Cam?
No. Let's go ahead and hop in the story. So this game takes place after what is called the Calamity, a catastrophic event that fractured the city of Caledonia. Is that how he said it in the game?
Something like that. Yeah, Caledonia, whatever.
As well as all the other surrounding areas of the game world. And then as you go through this world, what you can interact with are just these large floating pieces, and then chunks of it might fall away. And as you're playing the game, and certain enemies can actually make parts of the floor move away. But that's more gameplay. But as you take control of the kid, a silent protagonist, you set off to the Bastion, where everyone's supposed to go if there's ever an emergency or troubled times. The only survivor he meets there is an old man named Ruckus, who is actually the game's narrator, who instructs the kid to collect cores that once powered Caledonia. Calandia. A device in the Bastion can use the power of those crystalline cores to create land masses and structures, as well as enable the kid to travel farther afield via skyways and propel him through the air. During the quest, the kid will meet two other. During the quest of making the Bastion larger and upgrading that, the kid finds two different survivors. One named Zolf, and then one named
Zia.
Zolf and Zia are both of the race of people called the Ura. And through the game, you kind of find out that the Caledonians and the Ura were kind of at ends with each other.
They had a war previously, which is kind of what started the calamity.
Yeah, and we lean into that. And as you are discovering things and discovering mementos scattered throughout the maps while you're looking for these cores, one of the things you discover is a journal from a Ura scientist. And then Zolf reads this journal and what was contained in it, and decides he wants to fuck up the Bastion and starts destroying the object in the Bastion that can take those crystalline cores and convert it into more energy to create more land. And then he heads off, and you find out that the person who wrote the journal was Zia's father, who had worked for the Caledonians and helped the Caledonian scientists build a weapon intended to destroy the Ura completely to prevent another war. But he had rigged the weapon to backfire, so when he was finally forced to trigger it, the resulting calamity destroyed most of Caledonia as well. So now that your Bastion's destroyed, you have to repair it, and so instead of looking for crystal cores, you have to look for shards, which are like the lesser form of cores. And it's pretty much the same game at that point. You're fighting harder and harder enemies.
Yeah, like the frog fucking guys.
Yeah, those frog guys, dude. You're fighting harder and harder enemies, and you actually, as you're trying to find the final shard, you actually have to fight a lot of the Ura people who, like a good chunk of them, had survived. And those guys are a lot quicker, a lot more powerful than some of the other enemies, and there's a ton of them, especially near the end, that you have to fight to get to that final shard to bring back to the Bastion to unlock its secret.
Yeah, and while you're getting that final shard, you run into our bro again.
Yeah, so as you find that final shard, you run back into Zolf as he's lying there because the other Ura had beat him up because he had led you there, basically.
Yeah, they made him eat the cookie, too.
And you're presented with the first, I think it's like one of the first choices that can affect the story, whether or not you want to leave Zolf behind or take him back with you to the Bastion. What did you guys end up doing?
I took him back. I shouldered him and walked him back.
Me too.
I did.
Have you done numerous ones, Caleb?
No.
Because you played this game. What the fuck? You played this game like 3 times.
I have.
Oh my god.
You've always taken them?
Yeah.
Why?
Do it every time.
You weren't curious to see what happens if you didn't?
I am, but I just I always make the same choice.
Craig's always a little curious, but
Yeah.
he'll never say.
And then you have to do the slow walk of shame. Were enemies shooting
Slow
you?
walk of shame.
Were enemies shooting you the whole way there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's what happens. It's the death march. You're essentially sacrificing yourself to get this guy there.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to kill you, and you can't move quick with him.
Not that you die, of course. But
No, you make it.
I'm
Barely.
like, wow, he's way tougher what he wants to be than what I'm playing as him.
And when you make it back, as you're doing this whole part, the narrator's still explaining more of the story, more about the history of the Bastion. And he's saying that the Bastion actually has the power to basically start over again. To all the things that have happened at that point can just be taken away, start from zero. And the question is, if you do that, will the calamity still happen? You don't know if it will or not. And so you're presented with another few choices there when you reach the Bastion. Do you want to restart time? Do you want to keep it as is and just live with everyone on the island, the Bastion? And was there a third option? I don't know if there was.
I don't think so. I think
Yeah, I
it's
just thought there was
you
the two
reset
options.
time and risk the calamity happening again, or try to survive this new world.
Right.
What'd you guys do?
I chose to not restart time.
Same.
I think I
I think I did restart time.
You restarted time?
Yeah. I think there was one for... Fuck, I don't remember. I think I did restart time, though. I think I went back to see if we could stop it from happening.
And it just started the game over. That's all it did, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what I thought would happen. Restarting time is just starting the game over from the beginning, so you're just stuck in a loop of repeating with Calamity over and over
Yeah,
again.
it kind of reminds me of I Am Setsuna a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Where it's like, except for that we didn't play that part in I Am Setsuna, we just heard about it.
Yeah, so I chose the keep it as is and just move forward, and it lets you keep all your experience and weapons and whatnot.
Nice.
Yep.
Cool. I think you get the weapons.
Super short game, super simple story.
Yeah, easy to follow. The Calamity, I mean, all we know about it is that it was just some giant weapon, so like it still kind of has that bit of mystery, you know, because I don't think we ever see the weapon.
No.
That we talk
but you
about.
do get to use what's called the Calamity Cannon.
Yeah, like a mini version of it, I would assume.
I think it might be a mini version of it.
I'm not a big fan of that gun, to be honest.
No,
but
it has a huge splash damage radius, and usually you end up hurting yourself while using it.
Yeah.
Because each section of game as you're playing it is kind of smaller, so you end up having to make sure you're only shooting things far enough away.
Hammer is God.
Hammer is God.
I barely use the hammer.
What would you use instead?
I use
Like
the katana.
The war machete?
Yeah, the war
Yeah.
machete. That was my main weapon, and then...
Yeah, that's a good one. I think I used that as my secondary for a while just because of how fast it hits.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about this game is I know that's more gameplay.
Huge variety of weapon. I was going to say
Yeah.
that's more gameplay. So, any more comments on the story?
I liked it. I thought it was very simple, very easy to follow. I really loved the narrative style of it. I think that's really cool. The narrator was probably my favorite part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a perfect. To me, this type of game that suited it really well, just because it was a shorter game. They had their isometric point of view, and kind of scrolling through the levels, and just having that overlaid over the top was a great way to tell us a story without interrupting the action through cutscenes and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I really like the narrative of it. I mean, it's a very simple story. There's not much, like, a ton to it, but like the characters themselves, like, there's a lot of emotion, even though there's like not really any talking. Like, it's all done through the narrator, so it's like the story is kind of told partially through like the narrator just mentioning what certain things are, give you kind of like a history of the world, and then just like the visuals and the music together kind of give you an idea of what's happening between the
What
characters.
I found really interesting about this narration, the way it's telling the story, is that even though you're playing the kid, you're hearing the story about the kid from a second source.
Yeah,
just from what he was able to gather.
So there were some parts in there where he's like, the kid kind of went dark for a while because he doesn't know everything that happened.
Yeah.
And the narrator just kind of like assumes.
And so even though you are hearing the story laid out, you still don't know the full story, and you still don't know what's true about the story, because there's even a level where that kept talking about how he had made the wall, or he had told the kid about the wall, but it was the kid who made it real. And there's like this little is the story we're being told the actual true story? Because there's that one level where you woke up and basically in the wilderness, and you're gathering wood and whatnot and putting it on the fire, and kind of like a more stark contrast to the rest of the game that's going on.
Yeah.
So it makes you kind of wonder, was the story that we were being given the actual true story of what was happening?
See, for a while I thought the old man was the kid. And there's like going to be some
No,
time
the
plot.
old man is the dude you meet.
Yeah,
He's
Ruckus.
Ruckus, the first guy you meet in the Bastion.
No, I know, but I had a feeling, like, part of me was like, they
Oh
kinda
yeah,
look
where
the
the
same.
Where it's like
where the old
the
man
kid
is
is an old
either
man.
either it's the kid who went back in time, or it's the kid's father.
Yeah. But I guess it's neither.
But
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of a cool little thing to think about.
Yeah, and I just do like that it's told from Rux's point of view, and he like talks about how he and the kid talk for a while, and then he like mentions that whenever you get like a new character, they all start talking for a while, and they kind of like
The kid just
tells you
raged
what
for a
they
while.
like talk about and stuff like that. It's pretty great.
The kid just took out his hammer and raged for a while.
Yeah.
I fucking love listening to the fucking narrator.
Yeah, the narrator's awesome in this game.
Mm-hmm. So it's interesting, a very interesting way to tell a story. Again, you're playing the main character, the kid, but you're only learning about him through a secondary source, not even from the kid directly.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
He's a silent protagonist. That's an old thing that video games used to do all the time. Grand Theft Auto 3. Well, I mean, that's the only one that comes to mind right now. But Jack,
Legend of Zelda.
Jack. Well, yeah, fucking Legend of Zelda. Yeah, they have like 10 lines of dialogue. Period. Although Link still doesn't talk, does he?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, so like there are plenty.
Even
of,
now in Breath of the Wild, there's a lot of talking in that one from other characters, but Link still doesn't talk.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to go back to that because not a lot of games do that anymore. And there are various reasons why. I mean, like Skyrim and stuff like that. Of course, you have dialogue, but you never hear
Immersion
them.
and whatnot. But
Yeah. A way to project yourself on the character.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's kind of a callback to that as far as the storytelling goes. But
So me personally, I'd probably give story. I don't know. This is hard because I really enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was a perfect story. I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10.
all right, 8 out of 10 for Cameron on story. What about you, Craig?
I think I'm gonna have to mimic that. I was thinking about a 7 last night, but I'm thinking now. I really like the way that it's narrated, and that's like basically the entirety of the story. You're being told it through Rux and whatever.
And
but
that's
like,
why there's holes in certain areas about the
There-
kid because
yeah.
you're hearing about the kid as a story. You're
Yeah.
not experiencing it as
there's
the kid.
that, but like the parts that I don't like is that it kind of gets a little repetitive with the getting the cores and then going getting the shards and stuff, which it doesn't take long, but it's kind
No.
of
little-
it's kind of like a plot thing that's
I think
yeah.
that might be more of a gameplay thing where the first half and the second half of the game are basically the same.
well, yeah, but that's also like a story thing. Like that's what they have to do in order to move on through the story. Like the rest of the story is fantastic, but like that's like that is the point of the story is getting the Bastion going.
Right.
And so it's like that part of the plot is kind of like meh standard game.
Yeah,
thing.
it did feel like it wasn't like when we played South Park Fractured But Whole when it felt like it ended 7 times.
Yeah.
But it did kind of feel like, okay, like it's not that I want it to be over because it's pretty fun, but like it felt like it was winding down. And now we have another like 3 hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
Not that it's a very long game, like I said, but so some pacing issues perhaps with the story.
Where where it restarts kind of like halfway where you have to go get the shards now instead
Yeah.
of just like the whole cores.
Yeah, that's fair. I thought we were gonna suck this game's dick. To be honest, I thought it was gonna be like straight up perfect. But I wasn't gonna do that.
You thought that we were going to do that?
Yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah, Caleb's talked about this game for years. He's been telling me to play this thing for a very long time.
I fucking love this game.
It's
Don't
a
get me
good game.
wrong, but it's me.
I'm gonna give it a 9 because I'm easier on games this year. All right, what
Yeah,
about gameplay?
That's why. We're gonna suck its dick.
I'm gonna suck its dick right off the tip.
I was afraid you guys were gonna suck its dick, but I'm gonna give it a high score.
But now that I don't have to have your saliva mix it with my saliva on Bastion's cock.
Jesus.
But you're getting the sloppy thirds, kind of, because both Cam and I already gave it score.
Cameron's low key getting a boner right now. I'm positive of that.
No, then don't go fear.
Don't look though, because I hear these pants are a little tight. Oh no, it's not the pants. Sorry.
Anyways,
Thank God.
Gameplay. So gameplay, I think the part that shines to me the most is are the weapons, of course.
Yeah, like all the weapons. You have what, like 10 different weapons or so?
Yeah, you have the bow, the musket,
And not only just the weapons
machete,
themselves, but the combinations of weapons and then power attacks you can bring.
Yeah.
And how they play with the distillery and the different potions you can take into the game with you. And then, of course, one of my favorite things to do is to go to the shrine and how I want to re-envision hell for myself through
activating the gods.
They get pretty hard, yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love the bowl one, too, just because the extra 10% experience that you get from them. And then the enemies aren't necessarily much harder, and so it makes the experience to me much more fulfilling. But don't fucking do that when you're facing the alligator monster.
The boss?
Yeah, well, boss, but yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about this game, and because like you get a lot of different weapons, but like Cameron, he was like,
So
"Oh
many
my
different
god,
weapons.
I'm getting a new weapon." He's like, "I got a mortar now." Like, isn't this game almost done? I'm like, "Yeah, but the mortar's awesome." And the mortar's
it's
fucking
like
sweet.
you're unlocking new weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Even on the last level of the game, you're
Yeah,
still
yeah.
unlocking new weapons.
Yeah, you get like the flamethrower bellows thing, and then you get the
Which is great for those swarms of enemies, but not
Yeah.
so great for the larger ones.
No,
yeah. Then
no.
you get like the spear and all that stuff. Yeah, there's
I
a lot of different.
I found a
weapons.
weapon set that really worked for me early on, and I kind of stuck to that. The weapons I gravitated to were the hammer and the breaker bow.
Yeah, I, use those
I
too a lot.
fully upgraded the breaker bow, like 100% all the way upgraded, especially including the secret upgrades to them. And that thing was the fucking bee's knees, dude. It would just destroy stuff.
I thought it was Craig's thing to do like old man sayings.
Old man sayings.
Yeah.
Everyone could do old man sayings.
The hammer was great. I got the unlock, not all the way, but most of the way to where I could uppercut things and knock them back from me, and I used a few of the power attacks, but I actually didn't really resort to the power attacks quite that often.
yeah,
I
you
ended,
jealously guard those black tonics sometimes.
but I have the potion. So when you're talking about the distillery and the different drinks you can have, I got the one that gave me more critical damage. I got the one that gave me more damage. But then the two that were the best ones, in my opinion, for my playthrough, were the ones that gave you more tonics and more health potions.
yeah,
Oh shit! I didn't pay enough attention to that. That would have been nice.
Yeah,
You
so-
didn't
that
do
last
that?
area was actually kind of hard.
So it increases your health potion reservoir
Max,
by
yeah.
2.
Oh,
And
dude.
in each potion will be a full heal. And same thing with tonics.
That would've
Increases
been-
it by 2.
That would have been much better.
Oh, yeah.
that last zone was actually pretty hard. I died I think I died once, but I was kind of mad about it. I was like, I haven't fucking died in this game.
You know what?
At all.
I don't think I died in the game at all. I don't think I had to restart an area.
It's kind of brutal when you're almost at the end of the area and you fuck up a little
Did
bit.
you ever try to do the dream fights?
Oh, I did all of them.
Okay.
And I like how the game said rated E for tobacco use. I'm like, there's something more in that fucking pipe than tobacco.
The dream fights, which ones are those?
So, when
Did you
remember,
ever do the hookah?
did you ever take a hit off the hookah? And
No.
Did you ever eat the food
Oh,
from
if you
Zia?
hit off the hookah, then you like start doing dream fights.
Oh shit!
And dude, those
really?
dream fights
Yeah.
are worth a ton of experience and a ton of shards, or
Oh,
not
what-
like the currency.
What level were you guys when you beat it?
Don't remember actually.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think it was like
either.
level 6 or 7. I wonder if the dreams, because I saw that in the trophy thing, and I was like, maybe that's something I unlocked.
So
later.
as you go through, you
Yeah,
find
it's
you find
the
the
hookah.
pipe for Zulf, and Zulf will put it down. You can go take a puff off of it, and then do a dream fight from that.
Oh, damn.
And it's just
And he starts-
wave after wave, and you can do the same thing if you find a pot and spices for Zia. You go and she'll make you food, and you go eat it, and it'll put you in another dream sequence fight.
she gives me like flu dreams, like when I had that bad.
Or the food
stew
was supposed to
from
be
work.
so good or so
Food
rich it
coma.
puts you in a food coma dream.
Oh man, I missed that
Yeah,
whole. I
they
totally
give
missed that
you
part of
they
the
give
game.
you kind of like additional story for the kid and stuff like
Yep. He explains
the
more about the
narrator-
kid's past too.
yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
That would have
it's-
probably
it's
made some of
pretty
those
great.
weapon challenges easier too if it's wave after wave.
Mhm.
Because there were some where the bellows one, because there's a part of the game, one of the areas you unlock is I think it's the shrine, or no, it's the museum thing,
Yeah,
whatever they have.
the memorial.
Memorial, where it like gives you challenges that you can do throughout the game, and when you upgrade that the second time, it like unlocks a ton of different challenges. I only have like 3 of them left.
When I upgraded the second time, I had like 5 challenges already done.
Yeah, and you get extra XP for doing
Yeah.
the challenges. So I would just equip the weapons. I'm like, yeah, let's do this one until I get this challenge done, And
Yep.
that in addition to the fact that all of the weapons are useful in the game was very refreshing.
I mean, you can choose really any play style will work in the game.
yeah, just make sure you have a close ranged and some long range. Don't do too much of either.
I think there was a trophy for doing like one of the dream fights, like all the waves with all of the god things activated.
There is, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like insanity.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Dude, that would be. I need to do that now.
Fucking bloodbath.
Get all the gods.
And then you
Invoke
have
the gods.
And then you have extra weapon challenges you can do that will unlock different materials you can use to upgrade your weapons. And then the last thing you can unlock for that weapon challenge is a special weapon attack for that weapon.
Yeah, how many of those challenges did you
I
guys
completed 3 of them all the way. I did the bow one, which was super easy once you've upgraded the bow enough.
Yeah, the bow one's pretty easy.
Fuck you guys.
I did the musket one, I think, and the machete.
And then I did the hammer one, and that was the power move I used for the hammer because it was this huge smash that would do stun damage. Dude, it made those Europe enemies that would congregate on you and try to kill you. That made that part so easy because you'd knock them back and stun them all, and they couldn't zoom away anymore for a while.
Yeah, I think I didn't do the cannon one, if there is one, and then I also didn't finish the shield because the shield is bullshit hard.
I finished the shield one too.
Maxed it?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Dude.
so you just get those experience points from it.
No, I know, but did you get all first place?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for the shield.
Fuck you, man. That's the one I can't do.
I repeated it several times, but yeah.
It's tough.
Another one I did was that rapid fire gun. Not the pistols, but the rifle one, because that one was way not the musket. It was the one you get something nasty. That gun that you get quite early on.
Oh yeah,
the rapid fire one,
the dart thing.
Yeah, and so I did that one. That challenge was actually super easy.
Yeah,
all you have to do is front load as many of the targets as possible because as you progress during that challenge, the level starts to fall away behind you.
Yeah, and
so all you have to do is hang back on the easy sections and shoot into the harder sections.
That was how it was for one of the other ones later too.
And
I only had to try.
You clear out as much as you can while the fucking level is falling away slowly before you get to the part of the level that's falling away quickly, and you dominate that section.
Those were really fun, and they gave you some pretty useful stuff to up your weapons.
I did that whole challenge without ever upgrading that gun. So
nice. I did most of them immediately after I got them, so I never upgraded.
The bow one I can see being impossible to do without a certain upgrade.
It's not. What you have to do is you have to get a power shot in a way that, like, you have to know exactly where to stand and shoot a power shot every single time you shoot the shot and go through 3 balloons each time. There's like there's lines more so if it can only go through 3 of the balloons, there are lines that have more balloons in that though. You can make it though. You can make it in the 4 shots.
5 shots.
5, yeah. It's 5 exactly. But if you fuck up once, it's over. On my mode,
but
so I had to do it a few
upgrade
times.
the bow to where it can go through 2 additional targets, and that level becomes.
Oh yeah, because then you don't even have to do the power shot.
No,
but for me, it was like I have to know exactly where to stand.
But
and
I have it to
shot.
where he pulled back the bow much quicker too, and so power shots were so easy to get.
Oh really?
Yeah, just power shot after power shot with that bow, dude.
Yeah,
I loved it so much.
The bow is great.
That's one of the best things about this game, though, is just how fun the gameplay is, and like each weapon has its own thing. Because like when I got the mortar, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to use this, and then I started using the mortar.
Is fucking awesome.
Yeah, and I'm like, this mortar is fucking sweet, dude. Like, holy fuck! I started doing like really close,
pretty good,
really close shots. I'd like figure out how close they could be to me to do the mortar. So I'd like run away, turn around, pull out the mortar, do like the super close shot, blow them away, and then like go back to hitting the hordes from a mile off. And I was like, dude, this is sweet. Like every time I
like
got
the
a weapon.
mortar, but I didn't enjoy it in the long run because I feel like it slowed the game pace down for me. So I like to stick to the hammer and the bow.
Yeah, the bow is really good. One of the other things is one of the reasons why I like the machete is because I always had a ranged attack with it. So if
same thing. Same thing with the machete, and the same thing with the spear.
Yeah.
The spear let you stand back a little further from enemies, so you weren't in that range to get killed. But what was your guys' least favorite weapon to use?
Probably the cannon at the very end. I just
cannon?
didn't like the Calamity Cannon that much, and I didn't use the pistols super often either.
I used the pistols, and I only got up to the 2nd tier for the challenge, and I'm just I'm okay.
Oh yeah, because it's bullshit hard to get the last one. You have to like
I found out you need to reset yourself in the center of the platform, and as soon as the target pops up, you have to walk towards it and quickly get off 6 shots as fast as possible, and stop after 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because if you miss, you'll be fucked, basically.
But if you shoot 7 shots and the guy's already dead, then you get negative points.
I almost got it. I was like 9 points away from the first place, and I was like, nope. That one, the shield one, and the cannon one are the only ones I haven't maxed.
Those challenges can get pretty hard.
Yeah, some of them are, yeah. Lots of stuff to do in this game, though. I mean, there's a new game plus. You can evoke the gods. You can make the game harder. You can go try to collect everything, redo areas. The one thing that I don't like about the gameplay
is once you max out a challenge, you can't go back to that challenge. So there are like a couple things where it's like, oh, get X amount of kills within this certain amount of time without taking a hit, and I'm like, if I could do that challenge again, I could do it. But the challenge is locked now because I maxed it out. I can no longer go back, and so I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to find some fucking level where like take a hookah hit and like go out there and fucking do it.
Yeah,
there.
you can do it over and over again in several waves of enemies. So
Yeah. So I mean, that I guess there are ways to complete the challenges. Yeah. I do kind of wish you could redo those. That's one of the complaints I have because you can't go back. And some of them are actually pretty fun. Like some of those little bonus challenges, they can be real assholes.
So the secret to the shield challenge is yes, counter, and that's how you're going to have to get through the first few levels. But let the turrets take care of some of the enemies for you when the turrets pop up. And when the fucking big old grease bag pops up, let him launch himself off the level. Don't try to parry him the whole time.
What?
Yeah.
That's how you beat the hammer one too, because the hammer one you have to, or no, it's the machete one. You have to kill a bunch of dudes. That's how I ended up maxing that one out, is because I left the turrets alive, and the turrets, they just fucking kill everything.
No, so I tried to do that one several times, but then my hand was getting tired from pressing the fucking button over and over again. But it's those fucking green, those green little I forget what they're called, but the little ghosty little guys that pop up.
Yeah,
and not windbags, because windbags are the guys with pickaxes. But the little teeny, black and blue and black and green guys who pop up in the center of the level, you just have to sit there and fucking hack away at them as they appear, because those are the little fucks that'll float off to the edge of the map where you can't get them.
Yeah, you basically, how I beat it is I spent the first 20 seconds just fucking in there just slaying everything, because they'll start there
in the very center. That's
and then
where
they'll start
up.
lobbing them towards the center too. And then once I killed off all the ones that were there at the very beginning, then I went off and killed off the
there's always
dispensaries.
a few green guys that pop up, and it pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah. So basically, you kill the dispensaries, then you go finish off those guys, and then you kill the turrets. Yeah. And you can get the max. It's actually pretty easy once you figure that out. But the first few times, I'm like, yeah, this is impossible. There's about 1,000 guys on this fucking level right now, and they keep throwing more out, and they're hauling ass towards the edge of the map, and I can't get there.
That one was a pain. Hammer one was easy enough.
The one, fucking Christ. Which one? Oh, it was the mortar one. No, it wasn't. It was the one of the rifle ones, I think, where they're coming towards they're coming towards something and they're attacking it. Mm-hmm. But if you shoot them while they're next to it, it'll kill them and the thing you're trying to protect. That one was infuriating.
The musket one was pretty good, pretty easy, where you had to push everything off the edge of the map. And as few shots possible.
That was a fun one. Yeah, it was like you had to really strategize just how powerful of a shot you were going to do, like where you were going to aim it. Like you're just basically pushing them off as if you had like a fucking leaf blower. But it's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had in Bastion.
Yeah, I like the way that the different weapons have multiple ways of using each of them, and then like different ways to strategize against enemies, and then on top of that, I love the customization of the game where you can like invoke each of the gods or however you want to use that. And then the distillery itself, where you can like choose which ones of the spirits you want to have activated. So it gives you a lot of like different variety in how you want to attempt the game, because you can with you only having 2 choices for the weapons, you can have any choice of those and then go with like any distillery stuff and just like have it be a different experience in the way that you play each time.
Yep. And then even the weapons, as you upgrade your weapons, they have whenever you buy a weapon upgrade tier, you actually get 2 choices of which one you want to go with. Yeah. And so with the hammer, I was kind of leaning on max damage, but in the memorial, there's a challenge to get a 70, plus damage hit off of the hammer, and
so
on single targets, I was doing about 40 something damage. But the hammer can hit multiple enemies, and I kept trying to do that, but I could never output enough damage. So I think I'm going to move the hammer to a critical build, and then use the potions from the distillery to help increase my critical damage and critical hit rate. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the way I'm going to get that challenge unlocked, to just do like maybe 20 to 30 actual damage with the hammer, but then crit up to 70 plus. So
nice. Yeah, there's so many different ways to play it too. That's one of the other things that makes it so fun is
You can do all sorts of different combos. I didn't really mess with the distillery stuff too much. I usually just did pure damage.
But see, now with the dream sequences, you start those from within the Bastion, so you can run over, get your weapon set up the way you like, and run right over to the thing to start the dream sequence, and just do it over and over again.
I love how seamless you can change weapons too.
Yeah.
Like some games like make that kind of a pain, but like you could do that easily. And then like whenever you unlock a new weapon, if you don't happen to like it, like they usually place a place
An
where
arsenal
you can,
real close by.
Yeah, really close by in the level where you can just like change back. So it's not like it makes it impossible for you to do.
Yeah, and that's really useful if you get into a situation where all you have now is ranged weapons. Then you could just go.
The arsenal will also restock all your potions for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a really nice little spot for each level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of little exploration. You could find extra items.
There's a decent amount of times you can fall off the fucking map because you're like, can I walk on that? No.
Yeah.
No, you cannot.
Do some like little exploration so you can like find all the little idols to invoke the gods and whatnot.
Yeah, I think I only have like 3 or 4.
Yeah, there's a lot more than that.
Oh, I know. I can see
you can
that.
unlock the lost and found, so once an area becomes locked, you can still grab the items you missed.
Yeah.
Oh, including the god idols?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Cool. I should visit the lost and found in my game then. See what's...
You have to pay money to get them back, but again, the dream sequences give you money. So
yeah.
Fuck, man, I missed out on the fucking dream sequence.
you probably have it. You just need to go do
you
it.
haven't really missed out because you have it almost from the beginning.
Yeah.
So.
Other opinions or something to mention about the gameplay?
No, it's fun. It's a lot of fun to play. It's really fast paced.
I'm going to give gameplay a 9.
Yep, I will too.
All right, 9s from the boys. The man. We'll give it a 9 as well. It's pretty fun. The only reason why it's not a perfect game is some of the physics are weird sometimes. The map can be really frustrating, trying to roll and like getting knocked off the edge. And it's really fun though. It's a lot of fun to play. I just don't think it's perfect as far as gameplay goes. I think there needs to be a little bit more variety with the levels. Kind of like you guys were saying, it almost feels like we're doing the game again near the very end. And I don't know.
There's some variety, but like if there was more.
I think there needs to be more maps in the game. There needs to be more to do.
If there was a few more maps and then like a couple more challenges, and you could repeat the challenges, then yeah.
Yeah. Not being able to repeat those challenges because like some of them were really fucking fun, and like I can't do it again. I have to like.
I think
start a new game.
It's pretty great that you can play those dream sequences over and over, though.
Yeah. There you go. A lot of fun to play though. So next category is the design of the game. How do you guys think it looked? It's got, obviously it has like Cameron said, like a hand-painted style to it. That's pretty much everything from the cutscenes to the in-game stuff.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite parts of the game. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 10 because I love the hand-painted style. I love like the design of the world. Like it looks really interesting. Like it's got that floaty stuff. Like you got the clouds and fog around you. Like in the areas like outside of the floating platforms that you're on. Like it looks really great, and I like the way that the characters look. The way that like the design of everything and the monsters and like everything around you. Just it's amazing. Just the artwork and the design of each of the characters. Like it wasn't going for any kind of like super, graphically amazing thing, but it like looks amazing anyway.
Yeah, for me especially, I really like the variety of monsters and the variety of designs. Nothing felt stale as you're fighting, different waves of monsters because they kept the variety up, and the design for them. For each creature was unique. Again, the levels were designed in a really unique way as it built itself as you were walking along. I'm going to give design, I'm probably going to say a 9. The reason why I'm taking a point off is I mean, it could just be me, user error, where it was sometimes difficult to determine whether or not there was an extra piece of level I could go off onto or not.
What do you mean?
Just like I'm always looking for secret paths and hidden things, and that often led me to falling off the map.
Yeah, you gotta like if you don't see tiles coming up right as you get to the edge, you gotta stop or you'll
I know.
fall off.
Slowly, but I'm like, but could I step on that? And nope, you fall, you die.
Yeah, which can be kind of brutal if you don't have enough potions because it does some damage to you.
Yeah,
yeah. I think the game looks great. I like all the animations. I like the fact that you can beat up a bunch of stuff in the game. You can just kind of like hack your way through and then find like different areas based on that. I think the enemy designs, like you guys said, they're pretty cool looking, and there are enough of them, especially considering the game's length. It kind of keeps the variety up, even up until the very end when you're fighting the Ool or whatever, that tribe. That was all really cool.
There's
they
a
had
lot
their
of like additional like little animations. Like you can kind of see some of the things breathe and stuff, even like in the style that it has. And then like when you hit the enemies, they have like big reactions, like their eyes will like pop out and get really big, and they'll have reactions to getting hit and getting stunned. And
it's
all
pretty
that
impressive
stuff.
for what it is. Oh, did you guys lose all your pets in the end too? By the way,
no.
Yeah, because mine died, and I was like, "That's fucked up, man."
You didn't.
Like,
You didn't protect your pets, man.
no, I didn't
Why
realize.
didn't you protect the pets?
Well, I didn't fucking know they were going to be pansy asses and die.
How many pets did you have?
By the end?
No. How many pets did you have before that part?
I know I got the bird, and I got the little ghosty guy, and I got the. What else is there?
So I had the
There's
bird,
the little
ghosty
shark
guy.
thing.
I had the alligator and the bull.
Nice, me too.
Okay, yeah. I think they all died. in
No,
mine.
dude, the bull was freaking awesome. He did a lot of damage, but all I had to do was protect my pets, just make sure they weren't getting ganged up on.
But
and you're fine.
the way the narrator said it, I was like, I bet you I could have saved that guy.
Yep.
She's like, the ghost didn't make it. Our bird friend didn't make it. I'm like, fuck, leave him alone, you sick bastards.
You gotta protect the pets.
Raised
man.
him from birth.
You can pet them and love on them, and why would you let them die?
I don't know, man. You guys, I restarted. That's why I had regrets, so I started it all over again. You guys just decided to be selfish and go to your own little thing. Although I read that it's kind of hinted at that it doesn't stop the calamity.
Well, it doesn't obviously
the other
stop the
thing.
calamity.
Yeah. So there really is no right choice necessarily. Except for maybe you guys is a little bit more right.
I mean, everyone continuously dying over and over again isn't a bad thing.
No, not at all. You get to live again for a little while. And then you die.
But you don't remember that you made that choice.
Well, then what does it matter?
But then you keep doing it. And
Yeah, but I don't
just,
remember.
It's an endless loop of people dying.
That's why we need Endir from I Am Setsuna to come into this world and stop it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Stop the repeat. Yeah, I think it looks great. I am going to give it... I'm going to give it a 9 as well. Not really any complaints, but yeah, it's a great-looking game. I like the style of it. It's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
So, second to last
And-
category, sound and music. This is, I think... I know I said gameplay is one of the best things about this game. Sound and music is the best thing about this game. I think the voice acting is excellent for the narrator. I think the music is fucking cool. It's like this weird little like banjo-y hip-hop kind of shit going
I think
on.
it was a great
some of them,
use
yeah.
of what they had. I mean, since this is an independent studio, they didn't have tons and tons of money to invest into their sound design, but what they did have, they used wonderfully. So I'm going to give this a 10 as well.
Oh, that guy's the composer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh,
This
God.
was the first video game that he worked on.
Darren Korb.
His I don't like the way the guy looks, but it doesn't matter. It's great.
He has the reverse facial. No, not quite reverse, but
Of me?
yeah, you have the
If he had the reverse
he
facial
has-
hair of
he has
me, I would
full,
have...
He has full chops in the stash, whereas you have chops that go into a stash and a sizable gap, and then your chin.
Well, not on this side.
So,
I mean, it's there still, but... You know what? Fuck you. My chops could be better than this guy's chops.
Prove it.
And if I just fermented my fucking stash, it'd probably be better than his, too.
Prove it.
No, I'm not going to dye my mustache. That's fucking dumb.
You have a blonde mustache.
I'm just going to wait until I go gray, and then it's all the fucking same. Unless, like, the mustache goes white and everything else goes gray, and then I'll just fucking shave. Or just do, like, the fucking Amish thing where I don't have anything on my... no mustache, pure chops. That would be pretty awesome. But yeah, this guy did a great fucking job on this game, though. It's a weird like hybrid of music, and it's really fun. And like when that song kicks in, you know, the really clanky one with the brand sound that Cameron hates. Like
yeah,
that song is perfect.
that free. So you can tell that they're using some sounds that from like a sound whatever they're called, repository, where people will like, make sound clips of stuff that you can then go use in your stuff.
The public sound stuff.
Yeah, and so you can tell
that free sounds.
Yeah, but it features it so prominently, and I'm not going to let that detract because he did a wonderful job.
I've never heard those sounds before, Cam, so I can't drag on it for it.
If you guys listen to the soundtrack, you'll hear it.
There's a lot of great songs that I enjoy from the Bastion soundtrack. Like there's the
how can you not bounce back and forth? Yeah, the
yeah, but like when this song kicks in, it's like yes, we're gonna go kill some shit, and the narrator's talking over it. It's like it's really good. But yeah, it has like that. And almost like southern hillbilly like plinking going on too.
No, it has more of a, I would argue, a Middle Eastern influence to this twanging right there.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair. It's just like a weird medley, but it fits so well with the rest of the game.
Yeah. And then some of the more somber songs, like when you walk in on Zia singing that one song after like she thinks everyone's dead and whatnot.
Oh man, there's one called "Build That Wall."
That's the sad song.
Yeah,
play it. That's the one she like sings when you find her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was a really great moment in the game too. When you hear Zia singing,
and then the one where you're like carrying Zolf's theme. That one's also pretty sad.
Yeah.
It's a sad game.
Far over.
I dig my hole. You build a wall.
Yeah. It's good, man. Yeah, there's some fucking good music in here.
Yeah, I really love the soundtrack for this game, and on top of that, I love the narrator a lot. Like, he's been a good reason for why I've been replaying the game, because I fucking love the narrator, just the smooth as fuck narrator.
Yeah, and it's such an interesting idea too. It's like something I've never really seen done in that way.
Yeah, I don't think I've played another game where there's been like a narrator just like talking about everything that's going on, while there's no like direct dialogue between characters and stuff.
Yeah,
because I mean, like when you're playing Witcher 3, you'd have Dandelion be like, "Oh, hey, this is what happened," every time you like teleport or restart the game or you turn on the game,
right?
Like giving you kind of overview.
It's a very passive style
it's kind
of
like
it, though, which is traditional.
Yeah, but in this, it's like it's the driving force of the story. Like it's telling you what's happening, and that's and he's like he does it the entire game. There's like not really a pause or a good chunk of time where he doesn't. Like he'll tell you stuff, or he'll like start talking about what happened in the world before, what happened to himself, just like random stuff like that. He'll just talk.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting way of doing the story, and I really like it.
Yeah. It's great. Everything about the sound in this game is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I agree. And I'm gonna give it I gave it a 10 out of 10 already.
I
did as well.
It a 10.
Yep.
All right, so 10s across the board for sound and music. Voice acting's great. There's only like fucking one voice actor, but he does a damn good job playing our narrator and playing Zolf, of course. And great soundtrack though. Like it has such variety too. Like the difference between the like weird like Middle Eastern hip hoppy kind of song versus that, and then Zolf's theme. It's a huge stark contrast, and it fits super well into what's going on. So very, very well done.
Yeah,
as far
each
as
of the
soundtrack.
areas feels unique and different because of the soundtrack that the different sounds and soundtrack that happens in that area or at that time.
Yeah. Otherwise, it wouldn't really be that unique for a lot of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Just design-wise, it's different. But, yeah. Sound and music, fantastic. So, replayability. How likely are you guys to replay this game? Craig obviously has already twice.
I've played this game 3 times now. I would give the replayability a 9. Yeah, you know what? Make it a 10. Just because,
Are you going to play it again?
I probably will. Yeah, this is probably my favorite indie game. I haven't found one that I like nearly as much. There's quite a few that I do enjoy, but man, there's so much about this game that I love. Like, I love the way that the game plays. I love the art style of the game, and I love the soundtrack. Obviously, I mean, there's a lot for replayability. I mean, we got like the trophies, we got the different ways to play it with the many different weapons, the different setups you can have, the different choices you can make for the distillery and the other buildings that you can use, the invoking the different gods and
Right,
whatnot,
yeah.
like trying to do the challenges, trying to do everything to upgrade your weapons, like doing the dream sequence fights. Like there's a lot to like play, and like the fact that it's only a 6-hour game gives it a lot of gives you an idea of like you can just go and play it whenever you want. Like it's not a daunting task to just like play it again once a year or whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, it's not like if you're like, man, I really want to play The Witcher to get to that part with the Baron, and it's like, yeah, but that part's like 10 hours in. Like, ooh. It's like you fucking beat this game twice in that time, you know?
Yeah.
I think for me, the major thing that I'd want to come back for is to complete all the weapon challenges and to complete all the memorial stuff.
Yeah.
And then possibly, play the dream sequences with all of the shrines activated. Outside of that, I mean, I enjoyed the story, but I don't feel a huge draw to play the game beginning to end again.
Did you start a new game after you beat it?
Yeah, so it starts automatically. Yeah.
So did you play around for a little bit?
No.
Oh, see, I totally.
Because I had to go to bed.
See, there's also the different choices you can make at the ending too.
That's
'Cause
true.
There's like you can choose to like take Zolf or mess him up, whatever, you know, and then just like, and then there's also the final choice at the end whether you want to restart the world or like leave it as is.
Yeah. For me, I'd put replayability at 8.
All right. I think I'm also going to give it an 8, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty short. There's a lot of good things to go back to. I did start playing around a little bit. I did start a new game plus because you have to beat it and choose the other thing at the end of the game to get one of the trophies. And I was like, yeah, I'll probably burn through this game again. I paid $15 for it. I probably ought to. Or no, maybe it was 20. Fucking 20. I paid 5 times more. So these, you know what, big giant monster games or whatever you are.
You
Schweiss,
paid the
you
gold
should
price.
know that this was a free game at some point.
Yeah. You paid the gold price.
I didn't get it when it was free, Greg.
Obviously.
Or it was free on Vita, which is the only copy you had.
2 of their 3
Because
games.
I tried, Craig.
2 of their 3 games were free.
I feel like I recognize one of the other ones, and I probably have it, but not
Yeah,
Bastion.
You probably have Transistor, yeah.
I feel like that's one Jake beat a little while ago. I don't know. Guy beats a lot of indie games. Because that's all the PS4 gives you, to be honest.
For the most part.
I'm glad this was our first bullshit indie game that we nominated. I think that's what I want to call the nomination for it. It's kind of insulting to those who create it, like, hey, congrats, big giant game. What is their thing called?
Super Giant.
Super Giant. Yeah, it's too many supers and bigs and tremendous and huge, tremendously huge games.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny for us bullshit indie game just because we have people who beat games super fast, and it's because these games are super short.
Yeah, so it's like an inside joke.
It's an inside joke because as Bastion has shown us, and other indie games that we played have showed us that they're super just fun to play, and they bring new ideas, and they're able to do things like take risks that larger studios would be afraid of taking.
Exactly, yeah.
And so I think we should continue to have indie games in our
I think
lineup.
the bullshit indie game nomination has to continue.
And so we say it satirically when we
Yeah.
say bullshit indie game.
Exactly. We don't mean it. Giant massive giant
Some of
huge
them
game.
Super
are-
giant games.
The fact that some of these like tiny ass games are way better than some of the previous games we've played, because we played some real shitty games
Oh yeah.
that were not made by like a team of 7 people.
No, many more.
A lot more effort and a lot more money was put into some of the shittier games we played.
So maybe we should come up with another end of year trophy, the True Bullshit Award. For
Don't we already have something like that for one of the games? Like the worst game of the... What did we have last year? Did we have something like that? Am I just high right
I
now?
don't know.
I think we
Don't
should do
ask
like
me.
a Bullsheaf award. That's what we should call it.
The Bullsheaf Award for the worst game.
Yeah, Nude Clan Bullsheaf, and we'll do like Nude Clan Retro Bullsheaf and Nude Clan Bullsheaf of the year, which I am almost positive Digimon is going to be the Nude Clan Bullsheaf of the year.
Welcome
game.
to your annual Nude Clan
No, it'd have to be
Inside
the
Joke
worst-
Awards.
It would have
That's
to be
right,
the
yeah.
worst rated game. And Digimon, I think, got a solid 50.
Yeah, that is not true. No, it'd have to be the worst because we were going to have a retro where it's like the worst rated game that came out before this year, and then also this year's Razzie Award from us, which is the worst game that came out this year, which is gonna be Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, unless you and I relent and review Red Dead 2 and you just give it ones.
I don't see why I would.
I don't. Well, just to make me eat my fucking words. And you sick fuck. But like I said before,
Even if we did that, it would still get a higher score.
because of me. Yeah. Well, then it would be.
Well,
Well,
'cause
you
would give it. You would give it.
you
10s,
made that game.
and then I would give it. I gave it ones.
You'd
then
be
it
like,
would
you
still get,
fuckers
like,
highballed it. That's
it would-
why
it
it's
would
got
give
a
it
40.
55
Yeah.
or some shit.
Digimon Cyber Sleuth is by far the worst game I
Yes.
played this year.
Oh,
By
well.
far.
Well, the worst one you've played this
Yeah.
year, sure, because you didn't play some of the shittier stuff that we did.
Like what? Like
Like
Catherine?
fucking Alice.
No, Alice?
Cam
Oh, yeah.
Cam.
Digimon was
Alice?
worse. Digimon was worse than Alice.
Is it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Alice is just rough, Caleb. Alice is just a rough fuck.
No,
Digimon is a
Trice.
long fuck.
Digimon is long and boring.
Alice punches your
was
balls
short
as
and
she's-
fucking bullshit. Vice grip on the balls.
As she's like
For
plopping,
fucking 10 hours
as
of
she's
bullshit.
taking a seat on your dick, she just kind of grabs your balls like really hard. Digimon takes you from the back and doesn't even give you a fucking reach around.
That's not even true.
And it's 50 hours of no reach around.
I think I much prefer Alice to that.
It's more like
Yeah. Can you hit it a little bit harder? Oh yeah, there you go. Oh yeah.
you have no perception. It's
Yeah,
stupid.
fuck you. You are the one without perception. Your depth perception is
Dude,
probably why that game was so hard
Playing
for
a
you.
fucking mediocre game for 30 hours, making it really fucking quick, or playing a fucking absolute horseshit game for 10 hours.
It was horseshit for the first few hours.
It
and
was
then if you
horseshit
don't-
from the very fucking beginning.
If you don't get
Schweiss.
used to it, you're just trash. I don't know what else to say. Like you're better at Dark
Oh,
Souls
yeah.
3 than me,
If
but
you-
you're not better
if
at
you
Alice
don't,
than I
If you don't
am.
get better at a fucking shitty ass game that will glitch every 5 fucking seconds and rip control from you, I guess you're just a piece of shit. Because I got used to it fucking me in the ass. You should too.
I never got control ripped from me. I just think you have. I think your hand-eye coordination is not what it once was. Your hand
the
lives in
difference,
its own
Schweiss,
world.
is like fucking
guys
Alice
didn't-
gripping you by the balls and fucking you in the ass for 10 straight hours, and you fucking Digimon and it not moving at all.
Caleb,
That's the fucking difference.
I love ball play. All right, Craig. So I mean, maybe not gripping.
You love the vice grip.
She's she's in an asylum. I can't imagine she's that strong.
The fucking saddle
Although it
horn
is your
as
balls.
she's like ramming you.
Cameron's uncomfortable by this now.
He should be. He needs to know what it was like. He needs to know why you're wrong.
Anyways.
I don't think it's the worst game. Anyways.
Want
for
to
me.
tally up the score?
Yeah. So, just a quick recap on the scores we gave for Bastion. Story: 9 for me, 9 for me, 8 for Craig, and 8 for Wilson. Gameplay: 9s across the board. Design: 9 from me, 9 from Cameron, 10 from Craig. Sound and music: 10s across the board. Replayability: Schweiss and Wilson 8. Craig a 10, and that gives us a total Well, I mean, final thoughts. What do you guys have? Final thoughts on the game? While I tally up the actual score, because I didn't do
the
that.
thing that you should have been doing the whole time.
Fuck you. You were distracting me with your filth.
Lies. You weren't even trying to do this shit.
Bastion's a great game. If you can get it on sale, you should definitely pick it up. Even if it's not on sale, it's worth your time, I think. Realistically, I think I would have given $20 to this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gave 4, so that's much better. So...
I think it's one of the better indie games. One of my favorite by far. It's definitely a game I think everyone should play. A decent one to check out, if not for just for the design and music, but also because it has great gameplay and a decent story. It's one of those it's a very, very solid game, especially for an indie game, which people tend to look down on.
Yeah. Like I said, this is actually truly good indie game. Especially in indie games, we should add more to our repertoire just because they can do things that these AAA studios are afraid of doing.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, that's one of the things I saw where someone was crying about Red Dead Redemption 2, and they're like, it's fun, but character beard growth isn't really what I'm interested in. I'm interested in something more. So many indie games come up with more, and I'm like, if you play indie games, then don't fucking play the big games.
Well, see, that's a stupid comparison because, I don't know what indie games are doing that would compare to just a small feature of beard growth.
I know, and I'm like,
what is that?
It's like a deranged man trying to wonder why their indie game that 5 people played didn't get Game of the Year, and they're like, well, he might not have beard growth.
There's an indie game that allows me to ride a rocket ship as much as I want in any way, but this game, all it does is he grows a beard.
Yeah, over time his beard gets longer. That's not really a function I'm interested in. I'm like, why not? It's it's the game is beard. I mean, that's end game for me. It's just getting my beard max length.
Why? So you can have the biggest chops ever.
Yes, yeah.
But take away the chin part of it and just have the ultimate chop.
I kind of do want to make him look like Motorhead's lead singer really badly, really fucking badly, and I could. But no, it's a great game. It proves that indie games can be a lot of fun, and they do take risks that other studios won't do. They do these crazy ideas, and they do it well a lot of times. And I think Bastion is a great game to pick up, especially right now, because Cameron, you bought it a few days ago, right?
Yeah, so I actually purchased this game on I think I purchased it on Wednesday.
So it might still be on sale as we speak. So
there's a holiday sale going on right now that's going to last, I think, 2 weeks.
So yeah, pick up Bastion. It's fucking $4 for this game. It's a great experience for that. I don't regret even spending as much as I did. So pick it up, give it a playthrough.
I mean, that's what you tell yourself because you can't get that much.
Well, and if you were one of the lucky people to get it for free because you paid attention to the games that come out, then
no, that's your fault, Craig.
I would say definitely play that.
You were supposed to be the one that catches my free games for me.
No,
that has been your.
That's fucking your.
That is your
task.
station in life is to ensure that I get all of my free to play games for the month.
Oh yeah.
And if you can't do that, I mean, what can you do?
I don't even have access to your account from my PlayStation. There's no way I could do that.
That's true, yeah. Even if you did, you wouldn't anymore because Jake has taken over. Because I wanted Jake to play Senua's Sacrifice really badly. And so I let him make my primary PlayStation his so that he could use it. I kind of regret that now because a couple times during Bastion it was telling me it was going to kick me off because it couldn't register me. And I was like, But then it didn't, so I was like, fuck it. I guess I don't care. But great game. Pick it up. Pick it up now if you haven't already, and give it a playthrough. So,
yeah,
good game. Overall score for Nude Clan is 90 out of 100, and the reviews on the interwebs, PS4 version, 89 out of 100. So 1 point off for the Nude Clan. It ranges from 86 to 94. Somehow the iOS version is amazing.
Well, it's got.
I mean, it's probably the best thing
compared to the
do.
other ones. It's got fucking 12 reviews. So
that's true. Yeah.
I don't know how the Xbox 360 version has 79 reviews and the PS4 version only has 13.
It's because it came out on there first.
I don't think it did.
Well, if it came out on the 360 and
sure
the PS4,
it was on PC first.
I'm pretty goddamn sure it would have come to the 360 first because it's an older console. I don't think they made it. They didn't port it. We're going to port it to the 360 and the PS4.
I think it was on. I don't know.
But yeah, so good game.
Yeah.
Good shit. So we have a couple more things to tend to before we end today's episode. First up, we have a wonderful gift from Felicia Nomiko, or Lalania Goze, which I know is not how you pronounce it, but you know what? Fuck it. How do you pronounce that? It's like a L after L, you know?
What?
Her name. It's impossible for me. And fuck. All right, good. Ready. We got a Christmas
how
card.
did you say it?
So we have a Christmas card.
Lalania.
Liliana, I think.
Is it really?
Is that not?
Liliana.
There's no fucking I in there. It's just LLA. It might be Liliana. wonder if
I don't
it's-
know. I mean,
Or it's something really easy like Lena. It's just like hyper
Felicia
spelled.
Nomiko.
Yeah, Felicia. Thank you.
I don't see where her name is written on this.
No, you don't, but I do.
Okay.
I can see it.
Card says, wishing you happy moments, warm memories, and a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And then on the other page, it said, place money or gift card here, and there's a severe lack of money or gift card.
Yeah, so thank you. I started reading the letter.
Do you want me to get into the letter she wrote? Or
No, we should open the package first.
Okay.
Because I started reading the letter, and it started talking about what was in the package, and I'm like, fuck. I can't read the package. So we're going to open this
Did this
bad
come
boy
with it?
up. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll open the smaller one.
So I'm opening up the parcel. It seems to be an animal. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a-
my God.
It's a God of War boar. Nice.
Dude, this is fucking sweet. Oh, man. Yeah, so it is a boar with the Kratos stripe over his eye, and he has a massive ball sack. Like, those balls are about
Massive fucking fuzzy blue purple balls.
He needs to empty those motherfuckers. That's what I'm seeing right now.
That is fantastic.
That is pretty fucking sweet.
Oh, man.
That guy's going to sit where Joe used to sit, because he's way cooler already.
Give him,
She
give him a
actually
mic.
She actually has instructions here for the boar.
Oh, okay. You want to
let's
get
see.
into the note while Craig's unraveling the...
Okay. Dear Nude Clan, this isn't exactly what you were looking for, but it's the best I could do with my meager skills. And I think it's a whole lot more fun, too. So here is your one-of-a-kind, bespoke, custom-crafted mascot. You'll notice the eyes are not red, nor are they rubies. Fear not. If you examine the expertly rendered diagram below, you'll find a rocker switch. It's the biggest switch on the planet Earth, I swear, but it was either that one or that one robust switch or 100 switches of dubious quality from Amazon. I worked with what was on hand, so you should get a big fucking switch. So you get a big fucking switch, the BFS.
Okay, what is this switch? What are we talking about here?
So there's a switch in his that she has hidden inside this leg right here. Now, if I can flip it.
Are you sure it's not in his balls?
No, it's not his balls.
'Cause I would love
the
to-
diagram shows the leg.
Oh, okay.
There it is. Oh, you
What?
ready?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Where'd the switch go? Damn it.
I'm ready, Cameron.
I had the switch. There it is.
Oh, man. The eyes glow.
Glowing
Fantastic.
red eyes. That is perfect.
This is an awesome gift.
Yeah, so the switch is just a little, right. It's just right here off the side. But yes, now we have the glowing red eyes of
Perfect.
Hog.
Perfect.
And then flipping the note over, and behold, red eyes. Not perfect, but dang it. Not perfect, but you tried drilling holes in doll eyes with a drill bit.
You know what? Real quick though, the instruction on that looks like how to jack off 101. Because the little boar's leg looks like a cock that's like hard yet downward facing. Anyway,
Somebody's trying to jack someone off?
yeah, like someone is jacking off a kind of small, really small penis. And I'm looking at the thumb to penis ratio.
No, not perfect, but you tried drilling holes in doll eyes with a drill bit.
That's I didn't notice.
No, that's awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah,
I hope
Fuck.
you like it, and if you don't like it, where the balls are, if you don't like where the balls are, blame my husband. He made me move them. The second smaller gift is for Craig, not a crown, but as a king hog, he deserves something to denote his status. So, Craig, open
All
the
right,
smaller
so
gift.
we got a little chest here. I'm going to open it. There's a little bag inside. Let's see
Hope it
what's
has a
in here.
1d6 in there. I know what it is. Yeah.
Oh man, the boar ring.
The fucking boar
yes.
ring.
It looks like a man's ring, unfortunately, so I'm not... Oh, no, it fits.
Fits on the middle finger, that's right.
Perfect.
The middle finger.
Merry Christmas and fuck off. Felicia
Awesome.
Nomiko.
This is perfect.
P.S. The bowl is powered by a 9-volt battery, so it should last a while, but once it's dead, it's dead. I thought about putting in a zipper so you could change the battery, but zippers are a pain in the ass, and the lights are LEDs, so they should last a good while. Enjoy.
Cool.
I think if the battery dies, we will do surgery on the hog.
Yeah, get a new 9-volt in
Because
there.
I don't want the hog to ever die. The lights will never go dim in this hog.
Yeah, that's right.
He will burn with a fire passion forever.
For the rest of his hog days. That's the funny thing is we nicknamed the mascot Mr. Fat. So I was re-listening to the episodes, and that's what we called him. So it's Mr. Fat, the hog. With the big balls.
Pictures of this will be
Yes,
going
I
up
think
on.
that's what we said. Yeah.
Pictures of this will be going up on Twitter, guys.
Oh yeah. So stay tuned for that.
Including that ring on Caleb's hand.
He deserves
That's
it.
right.
I think
I
that
do.
should be King Hog Ring. Whoever.
That gift
No,
was directly
it's
to Craig.
mine.
That is Craig's.
forever. I have been King Hog and will remain King Hog.
You think?
Yeah.
No, so if someone ever usurps Craig as King Hog, that ring's still Craig's. That was given to him.
All right.
I'm the true king.
I don't
The
want
one
it,
true
then.
king. Where's my crown? I need it suddenly.
You suddenly feel naked without your crown.
All
Is
right.
that what you're telling me right now? So
Thank you so
last thing
much.
we have, thanks a ton, Felicia. It's a wonderful gift. Any time of the year, especially this time of the year. So last thing up on the show before we end it for today is the drawing for the month, the November patrons. So guys, if you want to get in on this, all you have to do, send $1 our way, and we will put you in the drawing. We got plenty of entries this month, and let's see who wins. Does anybody want to shake it? Shake.
I'll shake it.
All right,
All right,
shake
let's see.
the phone, and the first
Oh,
name
you
to
shake
come
the
up.
phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Stephen Huffman.
Stephen Huffman. Take a big old huff off of that Steve, and message us up, and we will see. What, you don't like that?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
No, that's great.
And you know what the thing is Stephen. I'm gonna look and see how many entries he had. Not to I don't want to make it seem like I'm like, ugh, cheap bastard, but he has 10 entries. So there's a guy who has 50, a bunch of people who have 20. So honestly, guys, we've had small people with 2 and 1
The
win
reign
before.
of Hail Blue is over.
Yeah, Hail Blue will never win again, as far as I can
He
tell.
has won enough times.
Yeah, but you can win. You have a chance to win even with a $1 pledge. So please, jump on Patreon, patreon.com/NudeClan. If you so desire, you can support us there. You know the other ways to support us. Get in on the drawing action. Steven, tweet us or send us a message through the website, the contact forum at nudeclan.net. You can just hit the contact us thing and send us an email. And I'll kind of give me what platforms you play on, and I'll give you the games we have available. I think that's a better method than my list idea, because the list, 1, I have to sit down and do it, which I will never do. 2, I have to get you guys to tell me what games you have, and when I send those messages, you guys act like I do all the time and just look at it and never fucking say anything. And 3, it's just better that way. So let us know what consoles you have, and we'll give you the list of games that we have available for you to take off our hands. But
Yep.
I think that's going to be it for this week, guys. As always,
Enjoy the nude.
May the list go on.
live always in the nude.
Yeah!